So it's the Friday before UKAS on Tuesday, and the the chiller unit's turned up. Just turned it on. This is where we'll have all the capacity for our samples as a drop off. So someone next to it where the engineers can park their car, come out, and a nice big chill. And we need to put some shelves in, but this will be the start of the sample line. Still got the lights on, that's good. Let's turn the light out. Light's gone out. So then the sample will come out from here on a trolley with someone from the lab, and down the ramp, which is there, and then up the next ramp to what will be a fob controlled door and a corridor that's slowly painted. This is the wiring for the fob waiting to go in. And then the samples will pass down along this corridor, which is where our lab is, into these rooms on the right. So our sample reception area will be here, nice big window for them to work out of, and the plan is, let's try and get the angle right, that we can get 4 monitors along that little bit of wall there between this door and the cupboard. And that will be enough for 2 people to do registration when we continue to expand. So computers up on the shelf up there, monitors on the wall, keyboards and mouse on the bottom, keeps it all nice and neat. And once again, cupboards will have individual areas for jobs as they come in. So we've got capacity for 250, 300 samples out here, as well as the other cupboards that we can use for personal belongings, so staff are looked after as well. So into the lab as it is at the moment, which is still set up for my experimental side of things, where I've been running the validation test going through, and perhaps I should have tidied it a little bit before I did this video. But what we have is a new door opening that we put in a while ago, and the actual construction phase of the lab has been finished, and what we've got to do now is just start bringing the equipment over from Swinton once UKAS say it's okay. So we've got a lot of space and a lot of light in here. Everybody that's come in here from the old lab has commented how much more space there is than before. We've certainly got a flow of the samples, so they'll come through that door there to either the Legionnaire area here, which will have a couple of manifolds down here, and potentially room for another along the back, so we can be doing 18 filters at a time, and then a big long 4-meter bench that we can then do the processing on. And then this side will have filtration. This side over here we think we're going to do TVCs, and then the BISRIA work can be over here at the bottom. What that leaves is this back bench over here, which has been my experimental bench so far. And what we do is we'll have this as a prep area where we have a computer that looks at the samples that are going to come in. We can print our labels out and then label the AGARs to be ready to move to the areas where they're going to be worked on. So once the samples have been processed in here, they're moving into the path lab, which is through this door here. And we have a couple of incubators here in the moment, again, which is just where I've been doing experimental work. The plates will be counted in here, with a computer based at the end here, which will be in position so we can enter the results in the lab, which is what we're missing out at the moment. But yeah, so it's been some good work, some nice counts. Just by fluke, that's a paired set of results, got exactly the same out of them. Very few of them are like that, but they're all really close and all should be acceptable for UKAS on the work that's gone through so far. Plenty of other plates that we've already counted in the past over the last couple of days. But that will be the process in the lab. So samples in from the outside, in through sample receipt, into the lab, main lab for processing, and then through the other door into the Legionnaire, into the path lab where the plates will be counted and recorded. The other spaces still as they are at the moment. It contain a meeting room which has been set up roughly at the moment, just with some spare furniture that's been found sitting around on the Hexagon. So we do have a table and area can work at, and a TV on the wall, and then away from there we have what is Windy's office and the hot desk in here, So Windy will be sitting there, and then there'll be a hot desk for whoever works over here as well. And then we have additional lab space back here, which will be our media room, which we will have our autoclave over here on this bench, and space to future-proof it, where we can put an autoclave in this gap down here. We've got our UKAS calibrated balance, which is one thing they've asked for, to make sure we have one in place before we move, and lots of cupboards and lots of workspace. So we've just got to bring our RO unit over, put that on the wall. So there's a little bit of fit out on kit as it comes across, but nothing too dramatic. And on top of that, we also have a little storeroom at the moment, which I've got a fridge and a freezer in, and some various other bits and bobs at the moment. But the plan is to bring the big fridges over that we've got at Swinton at the moment, put them along the back wall here, and then shelving that we can store like a few days worth of the consumables that we use in the lab. And yeah, lab's ready to go. Considering what it looked like maybe 6-7 weeks ago, the change has been amazing. It's been really transformative to actually have this space and feel like it's ready for UKAS, but it's been great progress. So thank you to the construction people, and it's fingers crossed for a good UKAS next week, and we're ready to go.